Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I've got a 1 week update for you on the Husqvarna 430X on my front yard, which is all St. Augustine. And here's why I'm not going to be using that mower on this yard. Alright, so you might have already guessed the first reason is because it's only a 430X. It's not the 430XH. The difference being the height of cut. My version, which is just the X model, is a height of cut of 8/10 of an inch all the way up to 2.5 inches. So St. Augustine, usually you want a minimum of 2.5 inches all the way up to around 4 or so, depending on your lawn. I do like mine cut around 3 to 3.5 inches, so it didn't take long for me to realize that this model wouldn't work on my St. Augustine. If you do want to use it on St. Augustine or a higher cut of grass, I would recommend an H model. I believe those go from 2 inches all the way up to 4 inches height of cut, so that's what I would recommend to somebody who's wanting to cut a St. Augustine or equivalent height of cut lawn. The second one, I did notice that whenever it was cutting, the blades are so wide on St. Augustine that sometimes it would only take half a section of the blade off, and then if it came back and hit that same blade that was still remaining, it may cut at a different section because coming a different direction with the lawn not being perfectly level, it may cut that blade at a different height, and so you would get a staggered cut ultimately. Now, I think that would alleviate or go away over time, and with this mower you're supposed to have the frequency of mowing every day or at least every other day, and I think that would end up smoothing itself out. But after the first cut or two, it was you started looking at the blades to see how clean the cut was, and you would see almost a stair step cut being done on the blade of grass. Now, I will say my 430 with the larger wheels on it handles the St. Augustine just fine. Didn't have any problems bogging down or anything like that, or trekking over a taller, thicker grass that I have. No issues there or anything like that. Since everything is set up in the backyard, St. Augustine in the front yard has to be a secondary area. So for me to use it, I have to carry the mower to the spot and do a secondary mow that way. Now, that's all nice and all, and it does just fine with what I was explaining before. However, that's kind of a tedious thing whenever I want it to be mowing in the backyard and keeping up with the Bermuda. I feel like I would be running this thing 7 days a week, quite a bit. Now, I know it's built for that, and it's built to run every single day and stuff like that. However, with the height of cut that I'm wanting in the front yard to be taller, I'm going to go ahead and pull everything off the front yard, and we're just going to keep it in the backyard for the time being, which is primarily why I bought it for. I just wanted to test it out on St. Augustine to actually form an honest opinion for y'all. And so that's just kind of what I believe is, if you want the St. Augustine to be cut with one of these, I would recommend going with an H model to try out, because that's where you're going to get a proper height of cut for a St. Augustine grass. So anyway, we're going to get everything pulled up, and I'll get the backyard all set up, and I'll have a Bermuda cut video for you here pretty soon. So stand by for that one, and thank you all so much for watching. As always, like, share, follow, anything like that, but most importantly, leave a comment, because I like chatting with you guys about this stuff. So thank you guys, and we'll see you next video. What's the name of our mower?
Moses.
That's right.